Hello, this is 50 Questions on Coaching, Expert Series Season 1. I am Payal. Sometimes many of us wonder, how can coaching specifically help young adults and students in particular? Well, to answer this question, we have with us today Coach 𝘊𝘰𝘠𝘵. Adhir, thank you for joining us. Would you please share a bit about yourself with our audience?
Sure, Payal. Good morning to all the listeners of this podcast. This is 𝘊𝘰𝘠𝘵, a leadership coach with ACC credentials from International Coaching Federation. I'm a learning and development professional with over 38 years of experience in the pharma industry. I'm quite passionate about making a difference in every individual so that they live up to their potential, thereby spreading the happiness and joy around.
Thank you so much. I think that's all that we should be doing as humans, spreading joy, compassion, and love. So if coaching can do that, as a coach, I feel so proud. Adhir, thank you. Could you throw some light on this question that I shared at the outset? Because this is something very relevant for our audience to know, why and how youth and students can benefit from coaching.
Sure, Payal. Coaching is actually an engagement which provokes the thoughts of a coachee and helps them to travel from where they are to where they want to be or even where they could be. In a way, coaching is for all, right? Many times, even coaches need a coaching session for themselves as well. Coaching works specifically, for the young adults and students in particular, because they are at a juncture in their life when they start forming the beliefs, which are formed basically in the formative years. And they start to live with those beliefs. And many of these beliefs are limiting beliefs or even a conditioned belief. And these limiting beliefs and conditioned beliefs are the ones which will become an impediment or an interference for them to take their decisions or to progress in their life and career. So coaching in a way helps them to reflect on those beliefs, mitigate those beliefs, right? And also come out with those beliefs, right? So that they are able to bring out their true potential in themselves. That's the big power of coaching for them. As you know, coaching is also unearthing the potential. And this potential is so immense in a young adult or a student as well. In fact, they can do what they want to in this phase of life for them. They can even go for the breaking the glass ceiling as well. Mm-hmm. High on IQ in the campus life, they struggle many times when it comes to managing their emotional health. When I say emotional health, they don't become aware of their own emotions, and they are not in a position to manage the emotions of others and understand the emotions of others as well. So that's what brings them into the emotional stress. So coaching conversation helps them to reflect and explore about what are those emotions which are becoming their triggers, and making them get into the stress, and helps them to realize what is it that they can do to have to become more emotionally intelligent as well.
Wow, I think that's a very beautifully shared answer, Adhir. And I'm thinking about right now when you spoke about the limiting beliefs, right? Or you said conditioned beliefs, because I think they are simply assumptions about reality that are not true. And we just start believing them to be true, and how we live with them as young adults, and then how they become so, like fixed thoughts and fixed ways of thinking in our mind, stopping us from being agile in things that we do or in the things that we are a part of. And I think for our audience, it'll also be good to know that, some of the examples of limiting beliefs are like, I'm not good enough. I don't have enough time. I don't have enough time to invest in myself. I'm not smart enough, So if coaching can address all these concerns, and especially when the generation that we see now is beset with so many concerns of similar thoughts and similar patterns, I think coaching would really bring in a lot of benefit. And you did conclude, Adhir, by talking about emotional intelligence. Could you just take 30 seconds to, talk about it a little bit more and then wrap it up?
Sure. Thank you so much, Payal. emotions are something, which are part and parcel of what we do. And they are part and parcel of the kind of decision that we take, the way we carry out our own self, the way we interact with others. So as the young adult, they get into the career path, or they get into higher studies, or maybe they get into their own startups, right? That's where they need to manage the emotions so well. And that's where they need to collaborate with others. That's where they need to manage the team. That's where they need to have, collaborative work with others. So emotions play a very important role for a young adult. And in a coaching conversation, they get to realize what are those emotions, what are those trigger points for them, which are making them not able to manage their own emotions. And they become more emotionally intelligent after these coaching conversations.
Wow, I think that would be a great start. And I wish I had a coach who could guide me on this when I was young. Yeah, I think we're all struggling with managing our emotions, right, Adheer? And if managed well, how we could really fast forward the way we move ahead in lives. So thank you so much. Thank you for being with us. And thank you, our dear audience. Stay tuned for more episodes to know more about coaching. This is Payal, your host, signing off.